Warning, the video you are about to watch contains gratuitous discussion of me. Like, more so than usual. Viewer discretion is advised. I graduated from college 1 year ago this past weekend. Let's take a look back. Over the past year, I have done the following things. I performed in my last Wildwood Summer Theater production, which also happened to be my first big role. I finally bought a 3DS. I went to Firefly Festival in Delaware as the guest of Amanda Palmer and met most of the Grand Theft Orchestra. I witnessed what played out like the first 5 minutes of an episode of Supernatural IRL. I was approached by and subsequently auditioned for a TV casting director. I spent a weekend partying, brunching, and generally hanging out with Neil Gaiman and Amanda Palmer. I cosplayed Death from the Sandman comics at Otakon and was complimented by her creator, Neil Gaiman. I tried and failed to find work and lodging long distance. I watched NSYNC reunite on the VMAs for about 20 glorious seconds. I went to my first Renaissance fair. I packed up my entire life into a suitcase, a carry-on, and a few shipping boxes. I threw caution to the wind and flew to LA with no prospects and hope for the best. I successfully avoided homelessness and signed a lease on my very first apartment the day my hotel reservation ran out. I went through a hellish ordeal with the US Postal Service. I marathoned the entirety of the Pokemon anime from start to finish. I worked my first seasonal retail job. I freaked out over LA sunsets. Repeatedly. I sorta kinda learned to cook a little bit. Yeah. I missed my friends and my family and my dog a lot. I started using my free time as an unemployed college grad, making designs and selling them on Redbubble. I sort of indirectly worked for Neil Gaiman. He comes up a lot. I quietly returned to YouTube after almost 2 years away. I finally got a job. Or I thought I did, until I didn't. I saw South Bay and Griffith Observatory and Venice Beach and Disneyland and Hollywood, and I turned 23. I reached gold status at Starbucks. I saw Miyavi live for the 3rd time. I made a lot of new friends, took a lot of risks, went through a lot of pain and heartbreak and bad times, but also a lot of fun and joy and good times. Took my first steps into the world of post-grad, buried in debt, unemployed, terrified about the future, independent living, and I'm never looking back. Peace, love, geekdom, goodbye.